Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to talk about my favorite subject. This is one of my favorite things, and this is something I have to remind myself over and over again. And so I'm going to remind you about it today. And that is, you are your best expert. The reason why I want to talk about you being the expert in your health is because I actually got an email over the weekend, and I was asked, this person that wrote me the email was really concerned because pretty much they've been juicing for a while now, and they love their juices, they're so happy, they feel so great, everything is great, and they're really proud of their wonderful juicer that they found at a garage sale and got for nearly nothing, and life is great, okay? And then suddenly over the weekend they're surfing the internet, and what do they find? They find an article that's talking about, you know, different types of juicer, and it turns out that the type of juicer that this person's using, this article is saying that it's a bad juicer and that it oxidizes the juice, it heats up, it's just, you're not getting any nutrition from the juice that you're making out of this juicer. And this article even claims that the juice that the juicer's making can actually be harmful for your health. Now, the first thing I want to say is, I don't think any juice coming out of any juicer will ever be harmful to anyone's health, okay? That's like a number one, like, any juice is good juice, and any fruit and vegetable, green, nut and seed is good. You can never do anything wrong with whole, fresh, ripe, organic, fresh fruit, vegetables, greens, sprouts, nuts, seeds, sea vegetables. Never do any wrong with that. I mean, all that, you know, it's gifts from Mother Nature. And, you know, if you choose to blend it, to juice it, to, you know, to cut it up, to mash it up, whatever you want to do with it, that's fine. Because as long as you get that stuff into your body and get it to, you know, to build you up and to give you the nutrition you need, that's what's most important. And I think we all need to be reminded that, you know, not to get too caught up in the details, and, you know, whichever way you can, you know, add in good nutrition into your body, that's what counts. And back to being your best expert is, you know how you feel after you drink that juice, okay? And no one can take that away from you. And if someone says, I mean, you're having your beautiful green juice every day, and someone turns around and says, well, you know, that's a really bad juicer, and, you know, you're harming your body, but I mean, you got to turn around and look and think, like, how do you feel after your green juice? Do you feel like you need to go to bed? Do you feel sick to your stomach? Do you feel like you need to have a big cry? You know, if you feel bad after something, then obviously it's, you know, something's not working and you need to tweak it. But if you feel good, and I mean, that's the number one indication if something is right for you and to continue doing it. And you have to listen to your body over what any expert says on anything. It's funny to me because, like, you know, like the raw food diet, it's such a pure, beautiful, pristine diet. You know, like it's sacred. And here you hear all these people constantly arguing, you know, over these little details, over these little bits of food here and there that, you know, one person's saying, you know, this is great, and another person's saying this is terrible for your health, and, you know, and people arguing over juices versus smoothies, and, you know, the raw cacao, and like all sorts of stuff, and, you know, and it's like, you gotta just listen to yourself because, you know what, you know what's right. Your body is unique. Your body is yours. Your body has the potential to be the best. You can feel like so good, like out of this world good. But the only way of doing that is by listening to you. and following the advice of how your body is reacting to things. And how you know if something's working for you is how you feel afterwards. When you have a meal, do you feel good? Do you have a smile on your face? Do you feel like, you can go for a walk, you want to go for a run, you want to get a breath of fresh air, you want to do something, you want to be active? Do you feel that, you can think clearly and you have a good level mood? If a food's not working for you, after you eat, you just want to sit down. And you might even want to go to bed. You might feel sick to your stomach. You might feel like crying. You might actually start crying. You might get angry. You might feel up and down. You might feel foggy. You might feel dizzy. You might feel just spaced out. That would be an indication that whatever you're eating is not reacting very good to your body. So you are your own expert, and you got to listen to your body, and you will know. And it's important, definitely important, to educate yourself and get as much information as you can as possible, and to learn from other people, because the experts are there to put you in the right direction. They're there to sort of open the path for you, but you're the one that has to walk the path, and you're the one that has to experience that path to know if everything that you're doing is right, and if that path is the right path for you. I also just want people to remind themselves where they once came from. Specifically with this question, as an example, is once upon a time, this person that is drinking these juices every day, once upon a time, they might not have been drinking juices. Once upon a time, they might not have had any fruits and vegetables in their diet. Once upon a time, the only liquids they were drinking was soda and coffee. So we have to remind ourselves, where did we once come from? I have to do this with myself a lot, because a lot of times I put so much pressure on myself to be so perfect, and I forget that once upon a time, I was guzzling coffee and smoking cigarettes all day, every day. And look at me now, that it's whatever I'm doing is way better than what I was doing before. And I have to be, I have to celebrate that and be proud of that and confident with that. And I have to listen to my body and how I'm feeling, because my body is the best indicator of what direction I'm going in. Okay, so you guys, you're all your best experts. Don't get too caught up in what you're reading over the internet. Remember too, a lot of times that people are writing about or saying over the internet, a lot of times they're pushing products behind it. So you also, you gotta just take things with a grain of salt. And and the main thing is one thing I've learned is I listen to your what your heart's telling you. Listen to your values. Listen to your conscience. That will tell you, whether something resonates with you or not. And go with that. Go with listen to you before anyone else, okay? And just enjoy everything. You can never, ever, ever go wrong with fresh, ripe, organic fruits, vegetables, greens, sprouts, nuts, seeds, sea vegetables. You can never go wrong with them. So enjoy them, prepare them however you want, have fun with them, okay? And have a fabulous, fabulous day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!